Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of The Bug Warrior. In today's video we will answer the question, is it possible to clear Pit 100 without any mythics? Well, it turns out that yes you can. A friend asked me last week if you always needed to have the full mythic setup to clear Pit 100 and beyond, and to be honest, I always thought you did. In fact, it was so important to me that I always made a priority in my season journey to craft my first mythic as soon as possible. If we analyze websites such as Maxroll, after you level up to 60 you have a choice of which build to pursue in order to dominate Torment 4 and push into the endgame, also known as speed pushing. If we look at the top builds for this season and select the Hydra Sorcerer endgame build from Northward as an example, you will see that there is always a starter version that has legendary items only. Then we find the Ancestral version, which is using Ancestral Uniques as the name implies. Last but not least, we have the Mythic version, which is the ultimate version, as getting Mythic is very time consuming and require players to farm for many hours for either runes to craft a specific Mythic or pray to the RNG gods and get something good while playing the game. Anyhow, for most players, clearing Pit 100 means that your build has reached its maximum potential, and that you can clear any aspect of the game at Torment 4, including farming bosses. For this video I tested clearing Pit 100 with my Hydra Sorcerer build. You could say I am using the Ancestral Uniques version of my Hydra Firewall build, which I will leave in the description if you are interested, but maybe this can be achieved with other classes as well. For those new to the game, Ancestral Uniques are special items that you can farm at boss lairs that usually change a build completely and take you into the endgame. For the Hydra Sorcerer in Season 9, the main unique is the Ophidian Iris Amulet, which multiplies the Hydra damage, so that is probably the one item that makes all the difference. Aside from that, I am using Talrash's Ring and Axial Conduit Pants. What makes a build strong without using mythics are the aspects you imprint in your gear at the Occultist. For me, the main aspects are Battlecaster, which increase Hydra ranks for 12 seconds, Orange Herald to reduce Inferno cooldown, and that way we increase the Hydra's damage by 50% while it is active, Serpentine Aspect that gives me increased damage per mana point, and Flash Fire Aspect that increases the Hydra's critical strike damage. The other two aspects feel free to adjust as you see fit. For me, at this speed run, I use Concentration and Storm Swell aspects. Other than that, the rest is the same setup I have used to clear Pit 104, and that is the funny thing. Right now, having Mythic Uniques allows me to clear 4 Pit levels higher, which isn't that much of a difference. As you know, during Season 8, when all classes got nerfed and now the milestone to reach every season for us casual players is to clear Pit 100, this takes me to the next question. Is it worth farming that much for Mythic Uniques when maybe it doesn't make too much of a difference? I tested this build to perform my other activities such as running Infernal Hordes, Nightmare Dungeons, and boss lairs, and it didn't feel too different. Again, these are my results with the Hydra Sorcerer. I would need of course to test this with other classes to have a good opinion on how important or not are mythics, but the fact that we can clear Pit 100 without using them I think is very promising. So there you have it. I will leave the rest of the run so you can see how it performed while clearing the pit, and at the end you can see the setup I used. But again, I will leave the link to my planner at the description. We reached the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. If you made it this far and found the video interesting or useful, please consider to share, like, comment or subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.